Large numbers of people are moving to Jamaica. Some are making a voluntary choice to move to Jamaica at different ages. Others are being sent to Jamaica involuntarily. Does Jamaica have the means to absorb such high increase in its population? What are some of the prevalent problems that may occur due to an influx of population? Let's jump into the conversation.
The Jam Fam family. Jam Fam, come hang with me. Yeah.
Hello, Wagwan. Big up yourself, whether you're there yard or you're there abroad. Welcome back to another episode of Life with the Jam Fams. Now, on this episode, we're having the conversation about, will Jamaica struggle with high influx in its population? And Jamaica has been having people coming and going from its shores for decades now, and the resilience corridor during the COVID pandemic is an example of Jamaica's tenaciousness in dealing with challenges and difficulties. Also, when we look at the development of the East and South Coast for tourism, where it is being done as a mechanism to find other ways of increasing Jamaica's gross domestic product, now that we have a downturn in things such as sugar, banana, citrus and bauxite production, we can see that Jamaica is on an upward path. Additionally, when you consider the strides that it has made in manufacturing and looking at ways to build out that area of the economy, it is remarkable to note that there are so many ways that Jamaica is working on ensuring that the country is getting improvements at every level. And the primary endeavor is to ensure that Jamaica becomes a place that is great to live, to do business, and to raise a family. There are rooms for improvement, and this is the prime time for us to collaborate on these developments so that we can make this improvement together. Now, there are some of the areas that we can look at that will be impacted by booming population. These impact cities, areas where there is influx in population, regardless of its location. The first area we're going to look at is employment. Now, Jamaica's unemployment is at the lowest it has ever been in its history, and this is a testament to the many scopes for job creation that exist on the island through a range of different businesses. Which brings us to number 2, is that when Jamaicans or foreigners are coming to the island, they are coming with foreign exchange, and this gives them a scope for business startup. At least that's the general idea that people tend to have. Now, this can be seen as an added advantage for them, and we're going to look at the flip side of that as well. Not all people who come to Jamaica are coming with a large amount of foreign exchange. Some of them are coming with enough just for them to be able to get by. Nevertheless, when these influx happens, they open up opportunities for partnership. People with resources, skills and ideas can couple with great knowledge of the local markets, structures and networks to create significant businesses, because this leverages strengths for the best outcomes of individuals who are teaming up together. And the long run of this is that we create more jobs, healthier market competitions, and we are able to hopefully create better quality customer service and state-of-the-art provisions for the people who are going to be using these businesses as the means to get the different resources or services and products that they desire. Some people also believe that this influx in Jamaicans returning to the island or foreigners coming in will also impact the price of real estate. And it could. It could also bring economic growth and security, more housing solutions, and more infrastructure development that will meet the needs of these people as well as the local population. And it benefits everybody in the long run. Some see increased demands on the healthcare and the education sector as a result. And this certainly is the case, especially if there are not going to be new schools or new hospitals or healthcare centers being built in areas where these new influx of population is going. However, there is also the potential that it could bring more investment as people moving in invest in the facilities that makes them feel secure in these areas that benefits the whole island. Some people also see this as a potential or a possibility that for the increase in criminal activities. And wherever we have people and actions that are happening with transactions and things like those, there is always going to be a possibility for criminal activities to exist. And one of the primary problems with that in Jamaica especially is the high levels of bureaucracies that exist, and addressing those might also help with addressing criminal activities in some areas. And so it would work people looking into how we can make the bureaucracy less, so we smooth out the processes that people need to take to go through, whilst at the same time making sure that it is safe and we're reducing the likelihood of scamming and other things that comes along with that. At the same time, making it much easier and seamless for people to do business could help to contribute to the reduction in criminal activities in any environment. Additionally, we have a video on here where we highlighted some of the work that the JCF is doing to reduce crime in Jamaica. It is the hope that the robust working of the JCF will continue to work to improve safety and reduce crime in the nation. We also need to look at the upside of the fact that there could be new employment possibilities, an improved economy, and social education and integration, which are all tools that can be used to contribute to crime reduction in our society. And with the population of Jamaica having an influx, and all of the skills, the talents, and the investments that comes in as a result, could bring in these new employments and could bring in this improvement in economy, and also create a social education for the people so that it can cause better integration and contribute to crime reduction. Jamaicans in Jamaica do not need to fear migration to Jamaica by foreigners, because the immigration laws are so robust that it is so difficult for people who don't have roots in Jamaica to migrate to Jamaica in any capacity other than to be coming here to set up business, or to be using Jamaica as their home, their retirement home, to be able to come here in any other capacity except to come here as visitors. Equally, Jamaicans choosing to return or Jamaicans driven to return, coming back can be seen as beneficial. Jamaicans have no need to be intimidated either. We are all people with differing experiences and skills that can be leveraged to all of our advantages. We need to see the benefits in the differences and then use them in everyone's advantage. Tell us what you think. Do you think that Jamaica has the capacity to be able to withstand high influx in its population? Do tell us in the comments below. Today is a meal prep day, and so we are getting our meal prep done. It's a pasta day for this day. So I've got some chicken in the oven baking. I've got a pasta over there going to make macaroni and cheese pie, and I've got some here to make creamy pasta, and I've got some brown stew going on here with some of the bonier bits of the meat of the chicken. And I've got some chicken over here that I'm going to be deep frying shortly. And so we're getting it going. Later on in the week, I will do some yam and dumpling and a little bit of plain rice so that Eliona can have that. And so that's our meal prep, and we are making it our endeavor to continue with these meal preps because it makes the days so much easier to manage. And also, research has gone into the impact of putting carbohydrates in the refrigerator, and it has proven that when you put carbohydrates into the refrigerator, it helps with it when you cool it and reheat it. So when you cook, cool it and then reheat, in terms of the molecule structure and our digestion. So it really helps to reduce the impact of blood sugar and help with a better balance of it and the digestion of the carbohydrate in its totality. And you can see how I'm sweating. The oven is kicking and the heat in the kitchen is pumping. But doing these meal preps means that you prep it, you package, you store, and you take for your specific meal plan days, and you go. So it makes life so much better for us, and this is one of the ways in which we manage our schedule. So wanted to ask you, do you do your meal prep for a week or for a couple of weeks? And if so, how have you found it? And if you haven't, why is it that you don't? So that we can understand. Thank you.
So today is meal prep day, and so far my mom has made some of the meals, and this is what's going on now in the kitchen. So far we have fried chicken sizzling, we have baked chicken, we have our already cut meals. We did brown chicken and creamy pasta so far, and we have our mac and cheese pie.
Today I'm going to be cooking up a butter blend. So since the last time that Eliona and I did our individual butter blend, we haven't done any again, and we still had some. So I have here some cocoa butter. I don't really like the cocoa butter a lot, but I like what it does for my hair. And I've got some mango butter. I like the mango butter. And I've got some shea butter. And so I also have some essential oils that I'm going to be using as well, and I'll take those out shortly. And I'm going to be using the hot water and put the container over it just to melt them, and then do my whipping. So I do this as the main part of moisturizing my hair. And these are my essential oils now that I'm going to put in. My olive oil is almost finished, but I'll get a little bit out of it for this one again. And I do put in rose water and kiwa water as well to help with my blend. And I've been doing it for a long time, and my butter has been fine. Nothing goes wrong with it. Sometimes I put in a bit of aloe vera gel, but today I've decided I'm not going to do that. And now I've got it on. So water is heating up, butter is melting, and I'll come back and show you the end product. I'm just going to whisk it. Once it melts, I'm going to whisk it to get it in the butter form, and then I'll show you the end result. After it melted, I left it in the fridge for a while because I needed to go off and do some other stuff. And so now I'm back, and I'm going to get whisking. So I'm going to whisk it and put it in this container once I've done. So I'm going to start whisking now. And so far this is what it's looking like. So we're almost at the point where it's finished. And here it is now, all finished, and I'm just going to go and bottle it up, and that should last me for a couple months. And the mixture I used gave me about a half jar, which should last me for quite a while. What do you use in your hair? Do you make your own products, or do you just buy the products that are available out there and blend products so that they suit your hair type? If you want this to be a different color, then you can also add things to it to give it color. You can add things like sorrel to give it a red color if that's what you'd prefer, or you can add in things like matcha to give it a greenish color, or you can put a blend of different things to give it the color you want. I prefer it this way, and I've tried those different variations previously because we've been doing this for quite a number of years now. Would you make your own hair butter? Let us know in the comment down below.
The Jam Fam family, where I living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. The Jam Fam family. We're Irie, living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. Jam Fam, come hang with me.
Thank you so much for staying with us here on this another episode of Life with the Jam Fam, and we look forward to your conversations that you will have in the comment section. Bye for now, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.